It's a unique little community. We kind of say it's like a small town in the middle of Calgary. We have a really strong volunteer network in Inglewood. There's lots of go-getters. Initiatives are raised all the time, and the community members always kind of come through, band together, and make sure that they succeed in the end. We're here in the field of Colonel Walker's school, and we're proposing to build a new playground in September. It is more than a playground. This is also an area that's used by many of the community members for soccer, for basketball, for baseball. It's an area that people gather. It's an area for people without children that come use the fields. It's an area for people with toddlers that come use the area. So it's kind of a space we feel that will be a great addition to the school, but also to the community at large as well.
We've got a long history of tackling some pretty exciting stuff, and this is something that everyone's passionate about. I can also tell you I've got an ulterior motive, and that is that I've got a little 14-month-old boy who's going to be going to Colonel Walker in the not too distant future, and it'd be great to have a wonderful playground for him to play in.
What we're offering the community of Inglewood is a new playground at this school, something that the kids can use when they're in school and something that the community can use year-round.
The build typically takes place over 3 days, so we organize the food involved for those 3 days for both ourselves and then the parent volunteers that are at every build. So whatever the playground constructor tells us to do, we do. We're physical labor for the 3 days.
There are more things that we need to build and replace and repair than we've got tax base to do it. So playgrounds are one of those things that have sort of fallen into this category where if people really want it, they have to band together as a community and raise the money.
I think there's just not the money to go around to do all these projects, which I think is why it takes volunteers to step in and sort of put these projects forward and see them along to completion.
That's what Calgarians do. They band together, they raise money, they volunteer, they give charitable donations, and we're seeing an amazing outpouring of citizen volunteerism and an amazing outpouring of corporate citizenship.
It's a great team building. There's 3 days of intense work, and you work with colleagues in a manner that you might not otherwise. It seems like a very good thing for children to have playgrounds that they can have in a school situation, and it's a nice legacy for the neighborhood because the playgrounds tend to get used year-round.
There's no lack of support at the end of the day, so just when you think you can't possibly see this thing through, there's always someone, telling you a great job. So we do feel like we've had a lot of support along the way.
It's a wonderful partnership.